from there, I have to ask kind of a weird question. Any plans for a solo album from Waffles?
Waffles the cat? What?
Yeah, Waffles the cat.
Oh,
Waffles is dead.
his cat.
Oh no! Ah! My
all right.
research has failed me. Welcome to Room 6, the channel dedicated to local music wherever it may be and the people that make it, including my guests. And my guests today are a songwriting duo that I met at Brickhouse Arts Festival after party. I've got a review video somewhere on the channel. There's probably a link somewhere. And they're both former Army and current Moms Calling Vancouver, Washington home. Known for conceptual shows full of music that is both beautiful and depressing, broken up by silly and subversive banter. Their album Independence Day is out now, and it came out on July 4th. Please welcome to the channel, introducing The Machine. Say hi.
Hi.
Welcome to the party. So,
how are you? Happy to be here.
I am unbelievable. It covers me both ways, but this time it's good. So, right off the bat, you did a great job of immediately establishing, like, hey, we're here and we're something worth watching with all the accoutrements. You had a washboard and you had a baby, a doll, and the doll got thrown, and cereal. I mean, what the heck?
Yeah, the cereal was a nice touch this time. Yeah, there's always something that, some thematic vision that we have for every show. So that one worked out really well because we were really tired. Like, we get up really early. So it was like, well, we must make sure everybody's eating a nice, healthy breakfast dinner.
It was awesome because I was like, okay, where's the wok going to come in? It didn't occur to me that it had something in it. So.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I just was fortunate to have thrown the cereal. I mean, that for me was a real dream of mine for 10 minutes.
10, 12 minutes.
10, 12 minutes.
Well, you might want to work on the throwing arm because one of those boxes ended up on your pedal board. So.
I know. That was another joke, too. I was going to replace everybody's pedals with boxes of cereal. So when they stopped, it would have exploded, right?
I know that I've seen some guitar pedals that were like those little, boxes of cereal. Yeah. I know I've seen them. Anyway, first off, why the name?
Yeah, introducing the machine. A few years ago when we first decided to finally get a band together, because we've been talking about it for well over a decade, we were going through some names and going through kind of what we envisioned for the big idea, and introducing the machine kind of came out of that. But we feel like women are some treated like machines in some ways, so we were really kind of pulled into that idea of machinery and how women work together, or how the forces that be
manufacture.
Yeah.
We talked about how could we do something more than just a band, and talk about really important topics, and that are about being middle-aged women that aren't the typical, we're middle-aged women and girl power, and which is all good stuff, but what does it mean to be a woman of all ages now, in this world today, in Vancouver, Washington, but everywhere also. And also thinking about, I wanted to talk about these concepts, and I kept on saying, like, we're going to build something like a machine, and like that's going to disseminate information. And so that's kind of how it started.
Yeah.
And so introducing is kind of like introducing a topic. Here's the machine, we're going to give it to you. But then we liked saying...
Yeah, it was like a hilarious joke to us, saying, we'll be introducing the machine, so that people, when they introduce us, they have to say, and introducing the machine. Yeah, so
yes.
Kind of half joke, mostly serious.
Right.
I like to think it's the same kind of thought process behind the band that was called The Band.
Yes,
right,
exactly.
Right.
Yes. Yeah, they're pretty good, I guess.
I have never heard of them.
Yeah, right. By the way, if you haven't checked out my review of the show at Brickhouse, you have to check it out because they're wearing matching dresses with lunch ladies on them, and they're amazing.
That's right. And we're wearing matching shirts.
Yeah, we
now.
often wear matching things, just for our own entertainment, honestly.
Truly.
I honestly didn't even catch that because you're tiny right now on my window on my screen. Right on. So no influence whatsoever by Rage Against the Machine.
None.
No, I love them though.
But that was
Sure.
immediate. I told my wife.
Yeah, you're like, yeah.
I told my wife the name, and she's like, "So instead of Rage Against the Machine, it's Introducing the Machine."
Yeah, I mean, it's
you-
no, that's not why I did it. I said it, but we do.
But I love it.
We're good.
You
with
should
them.
claim it.
Yeah.
Take it.
They can. We can sue them for not taking our name.
Yeah, that's the deal.
What's funny is I have an old friend who went to high school with Zach, the singer for Rage Against the Machine, to a Catholic high school. He said he was a total preppy. I'm like, what happened?
Yeah,
That's what always happens like that.
Yep, radicalized. Anyway,
figuring out a way of the world, you
like,
tend
uh-oh.
to get a little
Mhm.
radicalized in some ways.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, if you don't know who Introducing the Machine are, thank you for watching. Go ahead and introduce yourselves and tell them what you do in the band.
Oh, hello. I'm Machine Sarah.
I didn't see you there.
And I singer-songwriter. We split the songs, we write them and bring them to one another, and then we sprinkle it with magical dust of whimsicalness.
Whimsy.
Whimsy.
Cereal dust.
Cereal
Yes,
dust, yes.
yeah.
Cinnamon
Yeah,
toast
the
crunch,
drugs.
Lucky Charms,
Yes.
and the like. Yes.
Yep. And I'm Machine Eileen, and I also, Sarah mentioned we both write independently and bring songs to each other, and it's kind of an interesting way of doing things because we both have our own complementary but distinct styles of songs. So it's kind of makes it really fun for us because there's a lot of personal expression in what we do as a band.
Mhm.
That's really cool.
Yeah. Goes beyond the music, right?
Yeah.
Behind the music.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, we're all old enough to remember that.
Exactly.
All right.
You see, kids, there used to be these things called music videos on channels like MTV and VH1.
Olden days.
The olden.
Yes, in the long ago, in the dark times. So, any plans to add more members to make it a full-fledged band?
I don't think so because when we, and I say that with a caveat because we do have guest musicians. Sarah's husband is a musician as well, and he fills in some sound stuff for us.
We tell them what we want. Though.
Yeah, we do.
So
We're pretty clear. And it's been interesting. This is our second album that we just put out, and the coolest and most radical thing that we have is our friendship. And it's really makes it really, really cool. And it would be kind of unfair to bring somebody else into that, to be honest.
Really,
Oh, geez.
really hard for someone else. We have one person who doesn't live here that took us around LA when we did a little tour down there. Who's a very old friend of mine, and I had told her, I said, listen, you're gonna meet Machine Eileen. She's one of us. She's weird. But I feel like I've grown up with Eileen because she's got just the right amount of awesomeness,
Of weirdness,
and more.
and more.
So Eileen's
Nice.
like family. Yeah, for sure. And no one else can play with us.
No one else.
Unless we decide, but we won't.
Must have your own weird instrument.
Yeah, absolutely. And and bring something different to the group. That I don't know anybody can bring anything different or better than what we already have.
We really love ourselves very, very much.
I mean,
No, we have a blast because it really is a second childhood almost when you get to an age where we both have kids leaving our homes and
we don't know them.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
Hey! Oh, son. No, but embracing the idea of a second childhood as an older person, older women, which is it's just really rare to find that. So
it's wonderful. It is. I'm
wonderful.
having the time of my life,
Me
and
too.
just hanging out yesterday, have a nice coffee, being jerks.
Yeah. The
Awesome.
usual.
Oh,
Like I said,
jeez.
we do write music and we bring it to each other, but most of the time we're just hanging out or trying on weird hats at the store and stuff like that. I mean, it's the basic stuff that you would do.
Those types of things. Throwing a baby doll across, the street.
Yeah.
And to
Playing
a yard.
basketball with a baby. Yeah.
As you do. as
The
you do.
One
The
does.
usual.
Yes, yes.
Right on. Well, if you want to be like Introducing the Machine and be featured on the channel, whether reviewed, interviewed, or both, hit me up using my email address down below or by clicking the Room 6 social media link. That's where you'll see all the things I'm up to online, ways you can support the channel like buying merch at room6.shop, and more. And what the heck, go ahead and click the like, the share, and the subscribe buttons. It all really
Yeah,
does
There
help.
it is. It's up there. It's around there.
Do it.
Like,
Like,
subscribe, share.
It really does help, and I appreciate all of you. All right, enough YouTube spiel. Back to you guys. All right.
Oh, yes, back to us.
Oh, what were you
Yes.
saying about us?
Yeah. So, all right, I have a couple of my usual interview questions, then I have some other ones that are a little off the wall, like you. So I wanted to start with OG Room Sixers know what's coming. I want to talk about your earliest musical influence, and by that I mean, do you remember a moment where you said, "I want to do that"?
Well,
You go ahead.
okay, I'll go first because I played a lot of music as a child. I started playing violin when I was in first grade, and I played saxophone and guitar and all these other things. And I took about a 20-year break from actually playing anything, and definitely never really wrote my own stuff. But I very much music has absolutely been part of my life. My entire childhood, I feel like I just sat around listening to the radio the entire time, and I have an incredible vault
Unreal.
of songs in my head that are just. I'm not going to say it's oppressive, but
It's impressive.
well, thank you. Yeah, so it's always been music's always been part of my life. I now teach music as well. I've been doing that for like 7 or 8 years, and yeah, it's very cool to kind of segue this, and again, like sandwiching my early life with my life now, and I'm not going to say disregarding the parts where I wasn't playing music because I was always going to shows and everything else, and it's just again, a second childhood for me. So
yeah, totally.
Next.
Well,
next.
I mean, I would say Jackson Browne was one of my early influences because
Nice.
I learned to sing harmony to his records, and then there was the whole case of me pretending to play piano at recess on the picnic table.
Nice.
But like
The loadout, huh?
the loadout. It was the loadout. Da, da, da. Take the stage. So
That's all we have the money for. We can't afford the license.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
3 seconds.
We've been in trouble almost, and we won't do that ever again. Anywho, so and then I had my hair cut like his. There was a whole I didn't mean it. It was just a bad haircut. It was just wrong. So I was like, well, might as well play this up. But then in middle school or junior high, I'm going to call it what it was called when I was in junior high. But in junior high, I was in a all-girl reggae band, and back then you'd say all-girl because that was a thing. And we created that band out of a lie. We told some boys that we liked that worked at a pizza place that we have a reggae band because they're like, do you like reggae? And we're like, yeah. In fact, we're in a band. We were 12. And they're like, great, why don't you play at our Christmas party in a month? And we're like, of course. So we went back to our friend's house who her father was a musician and had all these instruments, and we sang together already as young girls. So we knew reggae. We listened to it for real. Made a band and played a bunch of shows, opened for Los Lobos and
Get the hell out of here. How did I not see this online?
Brad?
Because I'm a little bit shy.
Wrong.
You get little pieces of information that you're like, oh, what an
I was
interesting
also,
love.
in the beginning of the Mountain Goats, if you know those guys, I was one of the original Bright Mountain Choir.
Really? Wow. What was the name of the reggae band?
Casual Girls. Hello.
It was the 90s.
It was the 80s.
I was trying to make you younger.
That was nice.
That's all right, thanks. Appreciate it, but it was not.
But you've been playing music almost your entire life, right? Yeah.
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 Can't stop, won't stop.
Can't stop.
Except for the period where I didn't because raising kids and
that's life.
Yeah. But now we're can't stop at all. We just keep on writing. Just yesterday, you're like, I have 4 new songs, and I'm like, I have 0.5.
It's not a competition, ladies.
It's not
No,
a
it's not.
competition.
It's not. Not at all.
So
It's like it's good.
from there, I have to ask kind of a weird question. Any plans for a solo album from Waffles?
Waffles the cat? Or what?
Yeah, Waffles the cat.
Oh,
Oh,
Waffles is dead.
his cat.
Oh no! Ah! My
all right.
research has failed me.
She has 2 other cats, and they're amazing. They're stupid boy
Damn it.
cats.
And they're alive, and they're
No
also
wonder you both were like,
We're like,
Oh.
no.
okay,
Great cat.
wow.
the coolest. Waffles liked, smooth jazz. he really loved going to Sandals.
Resort?
Sandals.
Sandals,
Beach
beaches,
place?
beach place.
Like a resort.
Resort. He loved
Meow,
Sandals.
meow, 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 meow.
Yeah, exactly.
There you go. Maybe we should do a cat-related album and just
Oh
talk about
god.
cats we've had our entire lives.
Well, yeah. So we have. I Dingle and
yes,
Ron.
now
The,
we
jo-
are.
the jokes write themselves. All right.
They do. And just a little side trip. There was when I was a kid. Say one of the girls that I was in that band with. We loved the Beatles too. So that was the other thing.
Well, of course.
Eileen doesn't love the Beatles, but that's
It's
all right.
okay. It's all right.
okay. But we, I had a beagle dog, and my beagle had puppies, and she had one of the puppies. So we knew how to bark like a beagle. We barked the entire Hard Day's Night album and recorded it. So it's not cat.
Wow.
But nothing's out of the question anymore. Right?
No.
Yeah. Sure.
I mean, okay.
So we
So
could do
from-
cat.
from that crazy thing, one more question for you, Sarah.
You sure? Okay.
What's the craziest thing you've had to translate from Arabic for the army?
Oh,
That's
that would be
Eileen.
me. Well.
I could make some.
Wait,
Well,
what?
oh,
Once
yeah.
upon a
Did I
time.
switch the names? God, this interview's off the rails.
Well, I can just tell you because the majority of that is like still classified. Like my job is a pretty highly classified job. I worked at NSA. I worked in the DC area for a long time, and right around 9/11. So right before and right after. So you can just make up your own shit on that. There was a lot
Okay.
going on. It's weird.
I am so sorry, Sarah. I guess I really messed up. I really thought that was your question.
All
I
right.
Hey, I was going to
We're
make
kind
up
of
a
like
wild.
one person.
We
So
truly
Yeah,
are. It's
right.
weird. It's another benefit.
Wow. Okay. Cool. Tight. Then Eileen.
yeah.
Forget everything I just said. All right. Let's see if I at least got the right person for this. How much
Okay.
of the Vancouver Port District Commissioner write-in vote did you get?
Oh my gosh, I got a lot actually.
She did.
I did. I think I got. It was maybe low double digits, maybe like 10%.
Hey, that ain't nothing.
You know,
That's awesome.
yeah. You know, I'm just obnoxious person, so just like not everybody just vote for me. Do that. I wasn't even in the right district, but I still got some votes, so that was good.
That was awesome.
Yeah, it was all right.
Got my
Yeah.
vote.
That was fun.
That's awesome and it's hilarious at the same time.
Yeah.
Like even if you won, you couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry.
Which is
Sorry, I must
awesome.
decline. I respectfully decline.
But Sarah, she lives in.
Yeah, exactly right.
I see. That's how it works.
Yeah.
She does
Like-
the thing, and then I get the job.
See, that sounds great.
Right.
Yeah, I've worked in local politics for quite a few years, and it's been interesting because our city here is, it's Vancouver. It's actually very, very large, and people like to think that it's not large at all. So
It's
that's
big.
really a trippy thing about living here.
Yeah.
Like people don't think it's a major city, and it's like, no, this is actually a pretty huge city, and we have a lot of responsibilities along with clout. So
Yeah. People are wrong.
people are wrong. I'm right.
Generally, that's just
Right?
a.
We are correct.
always.
Always.
Yeah. It's funny you say that. My father-in-law was visiting from Las Vegas actually, and we took him. We live in Hazeldale. Don't come at me. We live in Hazeldale.
Yeah.
Yes, and we took him to just past Old Spaghetti Factory. You know where I mean, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's like, "This is all still Vancouver."
Yeah.
We're like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, it's big."
Very wide city.
It's the other Clark County.
Yes.
Yeah.
The other
Clark.
and what's really funny is we moved from Clark County in Las Vegas up here.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say
Yeah.
you must have. Huh?
Yeah. So, all right. I'm gonna
I know.
step away from the personal, like get my bearings. I think I got one more at least for Eileen, but let's ask one of my usual interview questions that I know that's right. I'm professional. So
Same.
can we go? Can you think back and say, let me know what is your kind of favorite, most memorable show moment of performing as introduced in the machine?
Oh my gosh, we've had a lot of fun.
I always go back to gig number 2.
Gig number 2 was a chaos gig. It was very fun.
It was. We
Perfect.
were really introducing what we were all about, and we had very little time to have a show put together, like a month or two, maybe a month and a half, and we didn't have a lot of songs, so we did some of my old songs from my. I used to be a band called Ladytown, and when I say a band, it was me and whoever I brought in. That was when I was in LA, and then I released an album up here, and then I went dormant. But anyway, so we sang some old songs, and we did some covers, and then we wrote a bunch of weird
songs. Yeah, it was interesting because it was like a really kind of a fancy gig. We got contacted by the Historic Trust to play at Fort Vancouver in like one of their evening
outdoor
things, and we'd only had a band. We'd only been playing together for
5 minutes.
Yeah, literally weeks at that point. And we're like, yeah, we'll do it. It'll be fine. Yeah, there was a lot of conceptual art. That's the nice way to put it.
It is. Yes.
We played. I brought like a portable like
Pantry
dish rack thing, and I played pots and pans.
A bakery rack?
Yep, a baking rack.
Mm-hmm.
We smashed plates.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah wrote a song about being an ironing board.
Lay me out like an ironing board.
Okay then.
Tutorials.
Oh yeah, we did a makeup tutorial. Yeah. That was fun. I want to do that again.
A trip. Yeah, I agree. That was probably my favorite show too. It was a little I think it introduced people to what we're willing to go through for whatever we want.
Right. If we want to do it, we're going to do it. And that's really also kind of the underlying theme, and going back to women friendships and just being a woman who, at all, we always say we can do whatever we want. And you know what? It's not like you can do whatever you want if you put your mind to it. It's like, no, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want, because most people are not going to tell you no.
Right. If you want to smash dishes and do it, crawl around with an ironing board and, a baker's rack, you can do it. No one stopped us. It was weird.
Yeah.
And it was so much fun.
It was super fun. And one of our earlier antics was, they have the art walks on the first Fridays. We decided that we were going to have a mobile art studio. So we rented a U-Haul truck and we decked it out and we parked right off Main Street and we just played a bunch of music and did karaoke, and we had 3 or 4 artists who are friends of ours who, wouldn't get a chance to be in a gallery anywhere, and we just decked out this U-Haul with lights and stuff and put all their art in there, and that was probably one of my most favorite antics as well.
Yeah, we should do that again. That was so much fun. Yeah.
We set up a fire pit on Main Street. I mean, it was just that no one told us no. So then that really showed us like we really can do whatever we want.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Antics. That's the right word. Yeah.
It totally is.
Antics are important.
Yeah. You new musicians out there, be fearless.
Yeah, get some antics.
I can tell you make it. Yeah.
Out porn.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
And tied in with that too is, being like older women, people are kind of unsuspecting. You can just, you somewhat fly under the radar because you're not,
people are
a desirable age. I don't know. I don't know what that means.
We no longer have. Yeah, we're just losers now, but we're not. And I am just thrilled to be able to. I love surprising people. I think people when they meet me and don't know about this, they just think I'm, nice Sarah, and I'm a nice lady.
It's true.
It's not that I'm a bad lady. It's just that
no, there's like
I've got
levels.
stuff to say and stuff to do,
and you're just gonna do it.
I'm just gonna do it.
Yeah.
What a great thing to learn.
Yeah, it's pure joy.
It's pure joy. Yeah.
That sounds like a nice song or an album title. Pure joy.
Pure joy.
It's pure joy. I was just gonna say, I see a single tear coming from your.
This one, you're just like, oh god, that's beautiful.
Nice. All right, I'm gonna take another stab here at a question for Eileen.
Okay.
Let's see if I've at least got this research right.
Okay. I'm like just biting my nails. Oh gosh, so nervous. No.
Can we compare and contrast kind of Bobby Joe and the New Guy versus Introducing the Machine.
Yeah, I loved Bobby Joe and the New Guy. That was the first band I really liked.
Yes, got it right.
Yes. Thank you. That where I was like professionally singing. I've been singing and, like I said, singing and playing music my entire life. I grew up in a really religious household where there was a lot of worship music. So I mean, learning how to read, the hymnals and all that stuff, very young, and always enjoying singing all sorts of stuff. Mostly not gospel, but Bobby Joe and the New Guy was great. My bandmates were awesome. It was me and two guys, and it was all 3-part harmony stuff, and it just really worked really well together, and really worked on the tight harmonies, and also kind of the silliness. Like, we brought in a lot of that because there was a lot of, just cheesy songs that you'd be like, oh God, that song kind of sucks, but also I really love it.
Yeah.
So like I know this much is true, or something like that,
Great.
and you just like, there was a lot of just fun involved with that, and I very much enjoyed the harmony part. That aside, what me and Sarah do also is harmony. It also is like it's a lot of joy or whatever, but it's a lot more freeing.
It's way better.
Yeah, I mean, it's always way better. Yeah, but it's great. I mean, every band has its own great things about it.
This is just the best one, though.
I mean, we're the best.
Yeah, we all.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot more. We just have each other's backs with our own personal freedoms. So that's really a cool thing.
It's the modesty for me.
Yes. That's very incredibly modest. Just demure.
Oh my God, ladylike and demure. Trust me, I live with my wife and 17-year-old daughter. I know that
Nice. Yeah.
it's all
Already?
it's all a lie and a sham and a facade, and it's all makeup and smoke and mirrors.
Yes.
Yeah, you're gonna be launching that 17-year-old pretty soon.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, this in 2 days, this Wednesday, as a time of recording, she will become a senior, and
Oh my gosh.
this is the year where we figure out what's.
Yep.
What life?
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Exciting.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Exciting. That's a word. Anyway,
Yes.
but I digress. Stick around because we actually have a music video. What's the music video going to be for? Which song?
Oh my gosh.
It's going to be for a song of our choice.
It's going to be a surprise. Yes.
That's right.
So stick around.
Surprises.
We're
Yeah.
going to see something from these two surprising kooks. I kid.
Surprising kooks.
Yes. You kooky kids. But so stick around for that. And if you want to know more about Introducing the Machine and where you can catch them live and tell them Room 6 sent you, hit those social media links down below. Couple more questions. Okay.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. So.
Yes.
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 Digital.
Yes. I want to talk about the process you go through. I performed, in Vegas. Haven't performed up here yet, but I've done my fair share of performing, and I had a process. It was almost subconscious before I was about to go on stage, and I was wondering, do you have kind of a process or ritual that you both go through, either individually or together, before you're about to go up and blow people's minds?
I'm gonna I don't know about you. I was gonna say we don't.
We don't.
I mean, we just like hang out and talk and make some jokes to each other, and that's what we bring to the stage. We may talk about something weird,
Right.
and just like, oh, that's gonna be the theme
Like,
of tonight's
there
show.
it is. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't forget dancing to Yacht Rock.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yes,
See,
that's right.
Always fun.
That's always fun, and yeah, we love to dance. We
Yes.
dance a lot.
We do.
I was gonna make up a very vulgar lie about my pre-show, but I'm not gonna say it.
I first line up 5 red M&Ms and 1
Yeah.
Skittle.
That's right.
It's like roulette.
Yeah, like for me,
Roulette.
for me it was always okay. Tune, and then pace and go over exactly what the first word I'm going to sing
Oh.
is.
We
Because
should do that.
We should do
well, no.
It's a
Hear me
great
out.
idea.
Hear me out. Because once the first word comes out or the first chord happens, then the muscle memory kicks in.
Sure.
And then you're just like, well, we're in the song. I've got to do the song. Let's go through the song. But I studied voice actually in college for a while. I thought I was going to be a music major. And one of the things that I totally heard and I totally learned was a singer's brain divide or musician's brain divides into like 4 different pieces when you're performing. One's thinking about, the laundry or whatever. One's thinking about the song you're performing. One is thinking about like
Moving
how you're
fingers.
actually doing,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
another one is worry is trying not to look at the audience. But
I
like,
can really dissociate when with the audience, because also I do wear glasses, and if I'm not wearing my contacts, everyone's a big mushy love fest.
yeah, been there, done that. I've taken my glasses off on stage before, but when you're trying to like read your set list and stuff, you instantly regret it.
Yeah, see,
That's
where
a problem.
That's where I get in trouble.
Right. All right, last question. You made it. Yay!
Yes.
And we're gonna circle back to that earliest musical influence question. And my OG Room Sixers, you know what is coming. We're gonna jump in a time machine, and we're going back to the future. No, we're going back to that earliest musical influence, to that little you, or not so little you, that said, I want to do that, and I want to go down this twisted road that is playing music. What's one thing you wish you could have told yourself, hey, you're going to need to know this? And it doesn't necessarily have to be a warning, but what is something you wish you knew before you started writing and performing in front of people?
That I could do it.
Yeah.
That I could do it, and not to listen to your dad. No, but that you can actually do it, and if it's what you want to do, give it a try. Keep it up. You'll get discouraged, but keep on going. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and I think for me it's similar, and I wish that I didn't take such a long break from playing anything. And I kind of blame my guitar. I didn't like the guitar that I had, so it was like
fault.
it was my guitar's fault.
I
But
blame
it was
guitar for
my
everything.
guitar was kind of large, and I just didn't feel right playing it.
Yep.
And I eventually finally was like, I'm gonna buy a guitar, because like I have a job. I'm an adult. I can buy stuff. I can buy whatever I want,
Right.
And that really kind of unleashed a lot of stuff of just creativity. And teaching music as well has been I was like, wow, I actually have to learn how to
do
what
thing.
music theory is. That also feels kind of fun too.
She's a great teacher too.
Oh, thank you.
Super good.
Yeah, I have my students are elementary students, so I'm teaching them how to play guitar and ukulele and other things. And then I was like, oh, maybe I should finally figure out how to play these things really well. So, and I still haven't figured that out, but I make up for it. With sheer personality.
With sheer tenacity.
Yes. And echoing Sarah, I really wish I hadn't listened to that stupid voice in my head that was like, well, you're just like everybody else. You're just your shit's gonna sound the same.
Right.
And you know what? It doesn't matter if it sounds the same. It's yours.
You'll never be, good enough. You're not gonna be this, that, or the other. No, you know what? You're you. Do it.
There you go.
Yep, I definitely have been down that imposter syndrome road, and literally doing this channel once a week, I ask myself, why am I bothering? It's because I make the mistake of watching other YouTube channels with thousands of views and millions of subscribers, and I'm like, oh, there's a mistake. I caught it. I went down that road for a while of comparing, and don't do that.
We'll judge for you. See, that's another thing. If you need
on your back.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I've actually been I've been very slowly and methodically working up the motivation to start writing original music again, and I finally, I got 2 albums, but they're like a decade or more old, and I'm not that person.
In life,
that's right.
And
so
one of them,
you can be a machine. That's it. So you're in machine mode.
Yeah, but the problem is I'm happy. There's, I was writing about the usual crap, and now I'm like, well, now what? And also, what am I writing for? because it's not necessarily for performing, at least performing live. Maybe
Right.
I'm writing for TikTok. Maybe I'm writing for, just me. But uh, do it. If you're doing anything new, especially new musicians, if you're doing anything at all about music, whether you're just practicing your scales or you are writing lyrics and crumbling them up and throwing them in a, if you're doing anything, you're a musician. Just don't stop.
Yep. Yeah.
You know?
It's amazing how you get led back to it. And I think when we'll just say the break of motherhood, right? So we had this span of doing the mama thing. I was like, well, I guess now I'm just a visual artist, and I painted a lot and had some shows because that's all I could do.
Right.
And then I wrote a lot of poetry, and then all of a sudden I'm like, these are songs, and so they started to. That's how I kind of got back in, and then Machine happened right when that was happening. So
well, and you brought up a point as well about happiness and sadness. I sometimes feel like it's easier to write sad songs. I mean, we write
saddest songs you've ever heard of
God,
in your
like
life.
depressing,
Yeah.
and younger me would have written sad songs about my predicament, but older me writes sad songs about the greater predicament of women, or the greater predicament of people who are stuck in a situation that they can't escape from, and that it's kind of like from an empathetic standpoint rather than a woe is me standpoint.
Yeah, it's very much that. Yeah, absolutely.
I couldn't say it any better. And make sure you check out those social media links down below so you can catch their act live. You'll be glad you did. Thank you for being on the channel, and thank you for watching. Stick around. We're going to see that mystery music video, and then
mystery.
Woo, and then we'll catch you in the outro. In the meantime, we'll temporarily say goodbye, and we'll see you in a minute.
Bye.
Bye.
That Sarah found on the street. I'm sure it's fine.
I'm sure it's fine.
It's not
dress over
covered
its
in
head.
like diesel and stuff.
I
It
carried
doesn't
it
even
like
smell that
this.
bad. Kind of impressed.
Yeah.
Where did you find that bunny?
At the playground.
Oh,
At the
the
USAA
packed
park.
playground with
The
the
packed-
50,000 children
Pushed a
running
tiny
around.
child down.
Yeah, perfect.
And grabbed the rabbit.
Bye.
As one does.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-bum.
There we go.
And that's
Hey.
There's always one.
It's okay to say I'm so and I promise not to cry. If you say you want me to, and I'll keep living this life. Ooh, baby, it's a lie. Road that you've been walking on is leading you astray. Poetry writing me is rubbing you the wrong way. Ooh, baby, not today. Ooh, baby, the wrong way. Yeah, I'm sick and tired of running round this old and dusty town, throwing change and wishing wells while wearing your nightgown. No, not while I'm around. Not in this town, in this town. If you look up at the sky at the same time, I would choose a star for you, you would choose mine.
the sideways head nod today.
I want to thank Introducing the Machine for coming on the channel. It was a great interview and an awesome music video. If you want to know more about them, hit up those social media links down below. Tell them Room 6 sent you if you see them at a show. In the meantime, if you want to see more videos like this, please click up here. If you want to subscribe, click over there. Ring the bell, don't ring the bell, whatever, but subscribe, would you? And if you want to hear my own music, click over there. Remember to be amazing, and we'll see you next time on Room 6. Say goodbye.
Bye.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-bum.
Hey.
There's always one.